Hey, welcome back. Lemon Says Home Cooking Series 2020. We're here in the kitchen and I got a little bit of a head start on you. So let's see what we're doing over here. We've reduced some cream down for our porcini mushroom brandy cream. Okay, so that's gonna be something somebody requested. So what we did is we started with a full pot of cream and reduced it down by half, thus creating a cream sauce base. In the front here, we started by sauteing portobello mushroom, shallot, and shaved garlic. We got that on high temperature. We're gonna now add some porcini mushroom powder. You can find this at Amazon or any of those places. To reinforce that porcini mushroom flavor, sprinkle in your porcini mushroom powder. You try to get all that in there, all right? You're gonna stir that around into your sauteed mushroom mix. Wow, now that smells like mushrooms. All right, keep that on a little bit higher temperature. We've got our cream reduced, like I said. That's hot and ready to go. Reduced cream, magical cream sauce. Remember, that's how easy cream sauces can be. By volume, fill up however much you have and reduce it by half. And there goes the magical ingredients of a cream sauce. Okay, now that porcini mushroom powder is in there. This is the part you have to be very careful with, is we're gonna do a flambe. Hopefully it's gonna work out real good here in the house so we don't burn it down, because there's no fire extinguisher here. So I've chosen some really good cognac, but any good cooking brandy, Marsala wine, sherry wine will do. Remember, always take it away from the heat. You don't want it to blow up and, like I say, burn your kitchen down. So we're gonna put all of that in there. Courvoisier cognac. And I'm gonna attempt, here, there you go. There's the flambe. You see the fire? Only a few hairs were burnt off my fingers that aren't already there anyway from cooking my life away. But there's what you wanna do. You wanna, see those flames? That's the flambe part. You want to burn off the alcohol in whatever fortified wine or brandy or whatever you add to that. And then you're going to slowly add your reduced cream. Okay? We're going to turn the heat up on this front burner because this is going to be the cream for our dinner tonight. A porcini mushroom brandy cream fortified with portobello mushrooms, onions, and shaved garlic. Okay, so once again, I'm doing hot to hot. Hot base, hot reduced cream. Makes things a lot faster for your dinner and for service. So let's stir that up good. Make sure there's nothing stuck on the bottom. Look at the color change already there. That porcini mushroom powder is in. The portobellos are in there. So I'm gonna have that come to a boil and reduce a little bit more. While we're doing that, we're gonna also, we're gonna reduce, see it's already starting to simmer. Keep your eye on that simmering cream. As that reduces, we're going to go ahead and fry some crispy eggplant. It's another component of our dish tonight. This oil is very hot. You can see it smoking. You know how I love cooking with hot stuff? But I recommend being extremely careful at this stage of the game. Take a look at that cream sauce. Now you see that you're really getting a reduction here. It's boiling. This is for Grant. Grant, you're out there. I know you're listening. This cream sauce is for you, Grant. All right, what I decided to do tonight is something untraditional. This is some breaded eggplant that I did in the standard breading process: flour, egg, and breadcrumbs. So here I've gone into just a shallow pan of oil. I'm not deep frying because I don't have a fryer here at the house, but I want to get all this eggplant into that hot oil. So we're going to have some crispy eggplant to go along with our dish tonight. Okay. I'm going to remove this bottom pan here. Look at the mushroom sauce. How that's really going strong now. All right. That's what you want to see. You don't want it to boil over. So see how we're reducing still in the back? The reduction of the cream. You can see where I started and where it's at. So I'm going to turn the front down a little bit. We're going to let that reduce and simmer down. All the flavors blend together. We're going to concentrate on our crispy eggplant. Again, I'm just doing a small pot of fried eggplant here. Your standard breading procedure, which is flour first, dust it off, dipped in egg, and then in your choice of breadcrumbs. Tonight I used a panko, herb, and cracker meal crust for tonight's crispy eggplant. Here you see your cream sauce is starting to boil over. That's not what you want to do. So you're going to move it away from the fire a little bit. Another trick to taming a cream sauce is to stir it. A lot of chefs sometimes, as you see in the back here, will put a ladle in there, and magically that's not going to boil over anymore, we hope. Keep your eye on that cream sauce as it simmers and comes down. I'm going to turn the heat down just to ensure that we're not going to have another boil over, but by stirring it again, that'll reduce the chance that it's going to boil over onto your stove and make a big mess. Okay? All right. So, let that keep simmering, let that keep reducing. Again, we want crispy fried eggplant here, and it's just about ready to go. So we're going to pull that out. Standard towel to just dry it off a little bit. There you go, nice and brown. Look at that. I'm going to continue to pull that eggplant out, crispy. You can see there's some of our 3 cheese polenta waiting back there to assemble the dish. This is a dish that goes way back in the days of Boca Raton. Speaking of Boca Raton, Richie Stacking, where you at, buddy? You know, I challenged you to cook, and I saw you doing some lamb chops the other day. You're getting good, man. I get these phone calls all the time from Richie. Hey, Dad, how do you cook this? How do you cook that? Well, now I can tell Richie, check my YouTube channel, Richie. But he's doing really good at home, taking care of his family, and so are all of you. Remember, once something comes out of a fryer or it's been fried, now is the time to season it with salt and pepper when it's hot, okay? We'll turn them over a little bit and season the other side, but any fried item, when it's hot, that's your chance to season it. Toss it with Cajun spices, whatever you want to do, okay? All right, so there's your crispy eggplant. And let's see what we're going to do here. Let me get a spoon here. I want to show you another trick that we do here to see if this sauce is at the right consistency. It's called nappe, French term. When you do a cream sauce, and see how I swipe my finger across the spoon? Take a look at the spoon. Here, let me get it in the light. Can you see the cream? See my finger mark in the light? The cream isn't running down. That means it's at the right consistency. The consistency we call nappe in French. Classic French cooking. I'm going to check it for the seasoning. Yeah, it's going to need some of the salt and white pepper blend. Remember, don't do too much. You can always add more salt. So I'm going to check it again. We're done with this oil, so we're going to get rid of that. Let's get this creamy polenta, the 3 cheese polenta out. Yeah, what we're going to do with this is put this near the plate for plating. We're almost near completion here. Let me just double check the sauce for seasoning. Again, nappe. You see it? The cream is not running down the spoon. Again, nappe. All right? Yep, that's it. What I've done here is I've chopped some fresh parsley. Chervil would be fantastic in this dish if you had access to chervil, but I do not. So parsley's going to be the green, the magical green. We like to put green in everything, right? 420, green, you know what. It's only 21 days away. It'll be 420, guys. The end is almost near, or it's almost here, I should say. So what we're doing here tonight is, this is going to be called a crispy eggplant and polenta lasagna, I'm calling it, although it's not traditionally layered like you would expect a lasagna. but we're putting down the 3 cheese polenta as a base on each plate. Okay. All right, there's your polenta. Let's get every drop of that on there. That's your base for the lasagna. Next, we have our crispy eggplant. Tonight I'm gonna present it this way. Have all of them facing the same way, like a circular pattern, except for the last one. There's always one guy that's out of line. 2, 3, 4, and 5 goes this way, right? Okay. Wait, there's 2 more left. So there's your crispy fried eggplant, your creamy 3 cheese polenta. And then remember, we started off with some roasted tomatoes. Those are coming out of the oven. Take a look at them. You can see the roasted tomatoes in the pan there with that fresh parsley, extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper on top. You see them, you hear them, they're roasted, right? Fresh, vine-ripe tomato roasted. Again, our porcini mushroom brandy cream. Take a look at that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna turn the sauce off now. The cream is reduced for my next application. That one's hot, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go like this. We're gonna move this tomato right to the center of your plate. We're going vegetarian again tonight. Not quite vegan, but vegetarian. We'll work on a lot of veggie dishes by request. And here you have the lasagna, as I'm calling it tonight, of 3 cheese polenta, crispy eggplant, roasted vine-ripe tomato on top. And then here we come. Here comes your porcini mushroom brandy cream over the top. Look at that stuff. Let that just flow right over your tomato. Here it goes. Load that tomato up the top with all those cut up portobellos. That porcini, I can just tell you that it smells fantastic. There you go. That's the dish. It's a 3 cheese polenta, roasted tomato and crispy eggplant lasagna with a portobello mushroom porcini brandy cream. Only available here at the house for now. We'll see you again soon. Buenas noches.